How's it going, guys? Ross here for Fit for Life Physical Therapy. Today I have Chase with me, and he's going to be our test subject for the couch stretch. So this is a stretch that's commonly used to stretch out our quadricep muscle, and a lot of people do it in very inefficient ways, whether they're shortening the tissue too much from one end while lengthening the other. We just want to make sure that we have the most effective stretch as possible. Now, we call it a couch stretch, but we're going to use a box here today. You can use a chair, and again, the couch works fine as well. But really, there are certain cues that you want to watch out for. So I'm just going to have Chase go ahead and get into his couch stretch position. Now, the back knee, the knee that goes down, that's the leg that we are trying to stretch. So it really looks like a hip flexor stretch. So he has his front leg is going to be in a 90-degree position. If he wanted to bring it out a little bit further, I'd certainly be okay with that. But really what we're looking for is a nice upright position. We're not seeing them flex forward. Now, a lot of people, the biggest mistake they make is they flex forward from here. The only issue is now we are shortening the quadricep here and we're lengthening it down here. If we're trying for maximal strength or lengthening, then we want to try to come up to a neutral position. Now, once we can get up to this neutral position, this may be all you need for that stretch. If you want a little bit more, then you're going to bend your knee by not so much arching, but shifting your hips back towards your heel. Now again, most of us aren't going to get there. I'm not going to get there, so I don't expect you to. What we have to also watch out for is the low back. So what I'm actually going to have Chase do, come on out and let's come over to the side. We want to be mindful of the curvature that goes into their back. Now, as we just saw Chase as he started to lean backwards, we want to be mindful here. Just having the patient tuck their pelvis underneath them will start to cause more stretch, only because we're now lengthening the proximal portion of the quadricep. So it's this space here that we want to try to fill in between the heel and the butt. So that's why we just want to see his whole body shift backwards instead of seeing this, which is what a lot of people will cheat with. Now, the second biggest takeaway from this is that a lot of people will feel the stretch right down at the top of their kneecap and they say, ooh, I feel it here. That's the quadricep tendon, and we don't want to actually feel that. So I usually recommend loosening up the tissue. So I'm going to have Chase come back into a sitting position right on the box. Now, the most common way that people use the roller, the massage stick, is they'll keep their knee bent at 90 degrees and they'll just roll up and down, which is not a bad technique to use. But again, very similar if you've watched my other videos, we need to think about soft tissue pliability. We need to remove tension from the tissue. So we want to put the quadricep on slack. So we do that by straightening the knee. Now we're going to increase the suppleness of the muscle, and now Chase can dig in a lot deeper. And if we really search and destroy, like I talk about in my other videos, I want to work through the middle of the muscle belly. I want to work down into the quadricep tendon, because if it's tight through here and I stretch it, it's going to pull here. So we need to search and destroy. That's really the biggest thing. So you can go up and down 10 times, which is fine. Now, a lot of people will ask, why are you using the massage stick compared to the lacrosse ball and the foam roll? I already made a video on using the foam roll and lacrosse ball for the quad, so you guys can always scroll back and see that. But this is another common error that I see, or maybe it's not an error, but it's incomplete for most people that use a massage stick on their quad. So I'll have them do that, again, once it loosens up, then go back to the couch stretch, retest it again, and see how it feels. But again, really the process should be, let's loosen up the tissue. So I would do this even first, and then I would lengthen it. So I'd follow that up with a couch stretch. So if you are dealing with knee pain, or even if you're dealing with hip flexor pain, again, search and destroy in the quad, and then lengthen it, and you'll see that more often than not will help you out. So if you have any questions, reach out, let us know, and thanks for watching.